Your mother is no damn hero. You need to grow up. You need to grow up. Day you realize, let me just scoot back a little bit, because I'm not dressed, so the day you realize that your parents are literally just people is the day that you will set yourself free. Is the day that you will understand ukuthi you don't have to pedestalize these people any longer. Because look, I have been a child that sought for validation from my mother for years. Since I could remember, I sought validation. I sought love from that woman for years. Okay, for years, from my parents, both of them. Like, I had sought love from my dad, but me and my dad are cool now, but his wound isn't as deep as the mother wound that I had. And that in turn influenced every relationship I've ever had. Every relationship. I sabotaged every relationship where someone actually loved me, because I felt like love needed to be hard. Love needed to be worked for, and not in a manner that is beneficial to me, nor in a manner that grows me, but in a manner that is painful. Like, I needed to suffer for love, you see. And the past, I think, when I started healing, that's when I started attracting people that gave me a love that was derived from my mother. And I felt like all my life, this is how it's meant to be. This is, I'm meant to suffer for love. I'm meant to be the pun of the joke, because at times at home, I used to lie a lot. And I sat down and I thought about this, like, why do I lie so much? Why do I feel the need to be something other than what I am? And it came from when I was a young girl. I had succeeded in something, growing up in a predominantly white area. And I went to school, it's a white school, they speak Afrikaans there and whatever, and I had achieved, bro. I was a prefect and whatever. Being a prefect in that school was a lot of hard work. Like, it was hard for a black girl. It was hard for you to be a prefect and to achieve that. And I achieved that. And it wasn't, girl, these flies, and it wasn't like a big, just something happened between me and my mom, and she just like shooed my achievement away. Like, I was a straight A student, I was hardworking, I succeeded in everything. I was in the A team in netball, athletics, you name it. I was a good child. Like, I exceeded, you know. And I remember coming home. This is a very sensitive topic. I don't even know if I should speak about it. But I feel like, yes, I'm helping somebody because I am healed from this. My mom and I had this conversation. I'm healed from this. I love her a lot. So I came back home and I told her, I'm like, bro, I'm a prefect. I'm finally a prefect in the school, in an Afrikaans school. As a black girl, this is huge. And she was just like, you know, she just swept it under the rug, like it wasn't like a big deal. And since that day, but she explained to me why. I'm not going to go into detail. That's her experience. And since that day, I decided that achieving is bad. Achieving is not going to get me loved. Achieving is not going to give me the attention that I need. So I need to be everything opposite of what I truly am. I need to not succeed. I need to not achieve anything. I need to be rebellious. Like everything that I was as a teenager, I made that decision, Uguti, this is what I need to be in order for me to be loved, in order for me to be recognized, in order for me to get attention, you know. And I did this for years. I did this for so many years. I just healed last year. Literally last year, I just put my foot down and started doing the work last year. I'm 28. I've been doing this shit for years, for over a decade. I've been doing this. This is how I've been living my life, thinking that I have to be anything other than who Steph is. And so I would lie about who I was, lie about my background, lie about the things that I loved, lie about everything just so I could not be me and authentic to myself, because I thought that that would get me love. And that is crazy. That is crazy that someone lives like that. I'm getting emotional thinking about this because I am such an amazing person. I'm so fun. Like, my energy is so great. You know, I feel like I cry for my inner child. I literally cry for my younger self because I'm like, oh my gosh, she is so talented. I'm not going to say was, because that's who I still am. She is so talented. I wrote poetry. I used to draw. I am so smart. And I took all those things and I put them under the rug because I thought, hey, if the person that birthed me thinks that me being me is not okay, then the rest of the world will not receive me in a pleasurable manner. So let me change that. You see, so the mother wound is something that is, can you hear how shaky my voice is getting? That's so crazy. I didn't think this would get me emotional. The mother wound is something that is, it goes deep. It goes very deep for everyone. And I want you to know that the first step for you to heal the mother wound is to first take your mother off the pedestal. She's not a hero. She's not Superwoman. She's not. This is a person living. This is a person having a human experience, and they're gonna make mistakes. When I heard why that happened in that moment, I understood as an adult that, oh shit, it makes sense. It makes sense being the woman that I am right now and having experienced the things that I've experienced in life. I get it. It makes sense. However, that doesn't take away from my experience as a child, which then paved the whole child. These flies, they're just here to embarrass me in it. That paved the whole way for my whole teenage years, young adult, like, you know, for years for me. That paved the way for years for me. So I get it, but like, we still need to understand that these are people that are having their own life experience for the first time, you know. So you need to stop pedestalizing your parents, pedestalizing your mother. And obviously when you're young, it's something that it's hard to do, because this is your first love. This is someone that's there to protect you. This is how we look at people, but that is so much pressure for one person. That is so, I know how TV and social media and the Bible, I know how they idolize parents, but they make it so hard for those people to be people because they make them these idols that they are not. So your first step to healing is taking them off of that, seeing this person eye to eye. Would I actually like this person if they were not my parent? No. So then, because they're my parent, let me put them in a category that best suits them. You see, so if you know that you are, because our generation is very healed, we are a generation of very healed spiritualists, and we're very grown and all of that. So obviously our parents, not obviously, but most of our parents aren't, because they were they were there to help us morph into the people that we are right now. So had they been healed, then they wouldn't be a generation of healers like us. You know what I'm saying? Because they would already be healed. That's a topic for another day. So you need to, with the emotional intelligence that you have right now, you need to look at your mother, your father, whatever, a family. But okay, we're talking about parents here, the mother wound. So you need to look at your mother the same way that you would look at a friend that is not really emotionally intelligent. So you need to put them where they belong and stop pedestalizing them. I have learned to mother myself. I think I always say this to people, that I will not have kids because I myself am still a child. I'm still a child spiritually. I'm still a baby. I'm still mothering myself. I'm still mothering my inner child. You know, the adult me that is right now is healing the inner child. So how can I bring someone into this world when I know that I still have so much healing to do, that I still have so much growth that I need to do? You know what I'm saying? But that's also a topic for another day. So you need to put her where she belongs. Like you need to know, Wuti, yes, you birthed me, but emotionally I'm light years ahead of you. And let's not look down on these people, because these are people having human experiences. Teach them where you can, but if you have like a manipulative mother that has a victim mindset, usually they would look at things like a tax, you know? So they always feel the need to protect themselves because they were so hurt. And they didn't have the access that we have right now to internet and self-growth books and all of that. So they knew what they knew to be true, and that was that. And no one was there to help them because their mothers were like that, and their mothers, and so on and so forth. So because we have access to all this intelligence, all this wisdom, all of this, like, we know better. So if you can have a conversation with your mom, guide her into healing, because our mothers are literally just, they are hurt people. They are hurt people. If you need to cut your mother off because it gets toxic, do so, but let that be your last resort. You know, let that be your last resort, because look at her like a patient. If you're a tarot reader or you're a medium or whatever, you want to help a patient, no? You want to ensure that everyone sees the light and they walk in the light. Do the same thing for your parents. Where it started is where it should end. Where your trauma started is where it should end. This is a message I got while I was here at home. Everything, all the trauma that I got from home, I am breaking down right now. All the walls that were built, I am breaking down, and it is so crazy. It is so intense because it's no breaks. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's going and going and going. It's literally no breaks. So I'm saying where it started with you, it's where it should end. Double. So, and that's, man, like, I was be to prayer, like, just in conclusion, because I need to go do something for him, you need to look at your mother as the person that she is, and that will set you free. That will literally set you free, because everything you do in your life is because of the love that she has given you, or the love that she has not given you. You know, you need to stop trying to impress this person, because in right now or in their absence, like, it doesn't matter whether your mother is still alive or she's not anymore, there are people that are still trying to impress their parents, even if they're still not here, because you have not healed from that mother wound. As soon as you decide that you are not going to impress this person anymore, then you will never ever feel the need to impress anyone ever again in your life but yourself. Because and this is the sad reality, is that everything we do in our life, everything we achieve, experience, is derived from the relationship that you have with your mother. That's your first love, you see. And so the way you learned how to love is how you're going to love everything, is how you're going to do everything, you see. So if you have noticed that you are a people pleaser, you self-sabotage and whatever, that comes from your mother wound. And you need to decide today that you're no longer going to please your mother. You need to go to the root. You're no longer going to please your mother and be anything other than who you are authentically. And everything else in your life will start to go better. You will start to manifest everything that you want. You will start to free yourself from the bondages of everything you thought you had to be. You see, every way, everything that you've done so far, everywhere you've been is because of the relationship that you had with your mother. You need to sit down and ask yourself, is this a relationship that I genuinely want? When I was 5 years and didn't have a care in the world, actually, let me rephrase that question. Would the 5-year-old me that didn't have a care in the world, would he be living this way? Is this what they envisioned for me? Is this what they wanted? If the answer is no, then you have a lot of work to do. You have to stop trying to impress that woman. You have to stop trying to live your life for that woman. I'm sorry. I am so sorry that you went through that. And I am also sorry to mothers that went through the hurt that they went through because they had nobody to show them what we know now. But you hurt us. You hurt us a lot. And mothers need to understand that their actions have consequences. They genuinely do. And you being in a manipulative state and constantly trying to be the victim isn't helping anyone. Do the work. Do the work. If you actually want to be in your child's life still, if your mother, now I'm speaking to the mothers, pardon me, if your mother, if you want her to be in your life still, get her to do the work. If not, then you are choosing not to progress. You are choosing not to achieve in life. It's a sad, sad truth because of how the world has idolized mothers and all of that, the relationship with your mother and whatever. It's a sad truth, but it's the reality that if she's not doing the work, you need to cut her off. You need to cut her off. If you want to have progress in your life, you need to cut her off. If your father is the same way, I know men have fatherly wounds as well. If he's doing this to you, you need to cut him off. Nothing is going to come from that, my love. Nothing is going to come from that. Just hurt, just pain, just constant disappointment. And this is how you will live your life. This is how your relationships will be. You will have constant disappointment and pain because this is your example of love that you have. You see, repair what's broken. Repair the love. Spend some time with your inner child. Heal her, heal him. And they're not going to heal if you're still trying to impress that person. You see? So, yeah, that's that. I hope that you heal. I hope that you find healing. I hope that this message finds you well. I know that the Bible, I know that there's people that watch me that read the Bible that are Christians. I know that the Bible says honor your father and your mother. Honor. Emphasis on honor your father and your mother only if they honor you back. Only if they honor you back. If they don't honor you, then why are you doing that? Why are you're giving without receiving anything? You're running yourself dry. Every person that you meet that reminds you of your mother is your mother, extended in another vessel, running you dry till your grave. So, in conclusion, if you guys want to know how I started my healing, how it's been working out for me, what I did, I can definitely let you know on a separate video if you really want to heal this. Yeah, and please don't receive this. You know what? I don't care how you receive this message. I couldn't give much fucks, honestly, because the people that are meant to receive this message will receive it. And if you're not ready for it, get the fuck off my page. Okay? Get the hell off my page. I don't have the time for that energy, for the negativity at all. At all. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Yeah, I'm gonna try something new on this channel. I hope you guys enjoy it because I'm super excited for it. I love you so much.